There are moments in sports history that feel bigger than the game itself. For Caitlin Clark, that moment came fast, loud, and with the eyes of the world watching. Overnight, she went from some college superstar to the undisputed face of an entire professional league. But when exactly did that moment happen? When did the world stop and say, this is her league now? Join me as I walk you through the day it became undeniable that Caitlin Clark was the face of the league. The build-up, a generational talent. Remember when Diana Taurasi famously said reality was coming for Caitlin Clark? I mean, a player who, before she even stepped on a WNBA court, was already a household name? Well, reality shockingly seems to come for her. In Caitlin Clark's first few professional games in the league, she won only one of her first 9 games, while averaging 17.9 points on 37.7% shooting and committing 5.7 turnovers per game. This was the NCAA all-time leading scorer struggling in the pros. At this point, there were doubts and huge criticism from almost everyone, with some WNBA legends feeling vindicated that Caitlin Clark was just good for college and not as talented as many believe she was. Cheryl Swoops, for one, had on multiple occasions questioned whether Clark's scoring and playmaking abilities from college would translate directly to the WNBA, and this supposed generational talent struggling did nothing but vindicate her.
After the break, but right now they're just thinking about winning this ball game. Clark quickly gets it up court, then got it knocked away. Odyssey cradles it.
So, was she a fraud? Was Caitlin all hypes and no talent? Leaving her off the Olympic team that had a 41-year-old Diana Taurasi and Brittany Griner, and only playing 1 game this year and scored only 11 points, even made it even more clear that Caitlin Clark's situation was pathetic. But this generational talent is a generational player, and seeing that the only way to do her talking is on the court, she picked the best team in the league as her casualty. On July 6th, 2024, the Indiana Fevers, with an 8-13 losing record, hosted the best record in the league, New York Liberty.
Tim Green-Crucci, Charles Watson, Biniam Maru.
The New York Liberty had lost just 3 games, winning 17 games, including a 5-game winning streak. The Indiana Fever had a 9-game losing streak to New York, including the 3 matchups they had earlier in the 2024 season, 2 of which was a 36-point blowout. In the first 2 games, Caitlin Clark averaged 15.5 points and 5.5 turnovers. She shot 29.4% from behind the line. The third game was really bad. Caitlin shot 1 for 10, recording just 3 points, 5 assists and 2 rebounds. Plus, she turned the ball over 3 times in the game. So the question on July 6th, 2024 wasn't how Caitlin and the Fever could steal a win, it was how much of a blowout this game was going to be. Unfortunately for many, Caitlin hit the ground running with the first point of the game.
She's up there with rebounds, up there with steals. And she'll take the first 3-pointer and knock it down.
Knocking a 3 over 2 defenders and a tough defense was a message that she didn't come to play. Just a few minutes down the stretch, she drove by the Liberty's defense to score the first 5 points of the game.
Sabrina Ionescu, one of the best 3-point shooters, set all kinds of 3-point records last year. Here's Caitlin Clark driving. She's got the first 5 points.
The Liberty didn't have their first field goal of the game until after 4 minutes of play, and almost didn't because Caitlin clamped Courtney Vandersloot.
Now, New York has put up over 100 points in the first 2 or 3 games that they've met here with the Indiana Fever. There's the first field goal.
Caitlin's confidence was off the roof because in the first quarter, the Liberty had no answer for her shots. Today was her day.
Any injury.
And that's the way to push the ball in transition.
Oh, that's not gonna wait.
She was schooling the Liberty's defense to the point that it was starting to look bad that a rookie, who many believed was a fraud, could touch the best record in the league.
Right here in the first quarter, Caitlin Clark pulls it back, knocks it down.
By the second half, she was starting to get really disrespectful.
First year with the Liberty and the WNBA. Phoebish, the rookie, defending the other rookie, Caitlin Clark.
I mean, it was more like Caitlin was disgusted that they put a rookie on her. But it wasn't just Caitlin's scoring that was on fire. Her passings were surgical, very precise.
Had the final say. First lead for the Liberty that didn't last.
She was using the attention she was starting to get from the Liberty's defense to set up her teammate.
Caitlin Clark, 13 points, pocket pass to Aaliyah Boston.
Her passings weren't flashy, the double team meant nothing, and she was starting to show the Liberty and the rest of the league what she was made of.
Another double-figure scores for the Liberty. Clark feeding Samuelson out of that double team.
In the third quarter, Caitlin Clark put on a masterclass on how to be an elite-level floor general. She was making passes that most players don't even see, and the best team in the league was a casualty.
Caitlin Clark to Smith. A rocket of a pass. And Boston lays it.
If no one believed before, Caitlin Clark had finally arrived. And what better way to announce her arrival than at the 7-minute 7-second mark of the fourth quarter.
Again penetrating, Thornton with a three on the way, and the first triple-double for a rookie. Caitlin Clark has it. More history for the Fever rookie.
Caitlin had just done what no one in the history of women's professional basketball has done. She recorded the first triple-double by a rookie in WNBA history. At this point, it didn't matter that she was a rookie. The Liberty knew better and hoped the rest of the league did too. This is nothing like the WNBA has ever seen. A star was born. Caitlin Clark didn't just step into the league, she has now taken over. Caitlin Clark finished the game with 19 points, a season-high tying 13 assists and 12 rebounds, and didn't set this record in a losing game. She ended the franchise's 9-game losing streak to New York. If many didn't believe that her performance in college could translate to the WNBA, that game was an answer. For all the critics and naysayers, a star was born, now the face of the league. Honestly, Caitlin Clark being the face of the league has not been just one game or one highlight, it's been a collection of moments. From the attention she brings to the game, to the media buzz and the jersey sales, she is the undisputed face of the WNBA. However, that game on July 6, 2024 against the best team in the league solidified her claim as the face of the league. Triple-doubles weren't anything new to Caitlin Clark. She had 17 triple-doubles in her college career at Iowa, winning all 17 games. However, Caitlin's first professional triple-double was the first in WNBA history against the team with the best record. Veterans like Elisa Thomas and Sabrina Ionescu were the top two on the triple-doubles rank in WNBA history, but neither of them had to do it against the team with the best record. Since that time, Caitlin Clark has had 2 more triple-doubles. In just 42 games into her professional career, Caitlin already ranks 3rd in the league's all-time triple-double list, tying Hall of Famer Candace Parker, who played 433 games to get to the same place. But beyond the records she sets and breaks is the impact that Caitlin Clark is having on women's basketball. Celebrities are showing up to WNBA games, jerseys are getting sold out, and arenas are getting moved because she is in town. Caitlin Clark has made women's basketball the game everyone wants to see live. She inspired a wave, and the league is riding it all the way to a new era. Even NBA players can't help but admit who the real face of the WNBA is. According to LeBron James, Caitlin Clark is the reason why a lot of great things is going to happen for the WNBA. And Paul George straight up called her the face of the league. Less than 2 seasons into her professional career, and there's no denying that Caitlin Clark is not just playing in the WNBA, she is the WNBA. Even basketball fans across the globe would agree. According to a user's comment, this is the face of not just the WNBA, but women's basketball. This is greatness. And another user commented, "For the first time in my life I watched WNBA because of CC." Well, there you have it. If you enjoyed this video, the next video on your screen is definitely worth your time. Thanks for tuning in, I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Bye!